So one of these terrifying nights, while under some sort of demonic oppression, I felt alone even when I was with my girlfriend lying closely in bed. She was with me through the utmost point of these occurrences, through and throughout my experiences. She drifted off to sleep. I soon then followed. In my dream there was an abandoned two-story house that was mostly boarded up, on a range of small grassy hills literally right next to the ocean. It was early in the morning with a cloudy mist running through the land. I had still felt some bliss and joy as I walked past this house because I was walking my two young boys, one on each side of me while holding their hands. As we walked past this place going towards the ocean, there were a few guys hanging out in front of this house watching us intently. They appeared to be bums or homeless because of their appearances. I suddenly felt very alarmed by what I was sensing, and now I could not really make out the other two. The one stood out like a sore thumb. As I sensed his danger, knowing I had my boys with me, and at the same time as I am looking at them, I quickly tried to walk faster. As soon as I did this, the one bum that stood out the most was standing directly in front of me. I looked down and with extreme disappointment, I noticed my two boys were not there anymore. The description of this so-called man was too revealing in the saddest ways a person can look and become. He had not bathed and was very dirty, with holes in his clothes, shoes, and shirts. Instantly, I recognized him as being known as Lucifer, and nothing more except this name. I do not like to give him credit by saying his name, so I call him L. Most people do not realize when they say his name they give him credit. As I gazed into his eyes, they were pitch black as a mesmerizing trance that intensified greatly with extreme intent of piercing my soul, and clouding my judgment, confusing me with emotion, telepathy, and that still does not describe it fully. Whatever I did, I could not instantly break free from his disturbing, hypnotic eyes of pure darkness. I could not believe what was being conveyed to me through him and the sickness I was feeling. What he was telling me from the indescribable language I do not like to talk about because of the nature of it. He tried to convince me of child trafficking with him and showed me a lot of money, and was trying to convince me this was okay. I was finally able to break this connection from his eyes, and replied with a loud voice saying, "If you try to touch or harm any child, I will kill you." Then I woke up right away and with a frightening heaviness that set in the room that I yet cannot explain. As these feelings emerged, I struggled with the feeling of someone watching me as if in all directions, but could not see anything. So, I woke up my girlfriend that was still sleeping next to me on the twin bed. She rose up with a fearful struggle to know what had just happened, and as I tried to tell her after I waited the first 5 or maybe 10 minutes the exhausting sensation of that feeling of being watched in every direction, I told her what happened because she was as scared as I was and also felt the heaviness in the room. Later that night, when the emotional levels and the feeling of eyes on me slowly dissipated, I would have other mini dreams where L was present watching me from each corner of those short dreams, taunting me.